Hey guys, I'm back, and I really appreciate the messages of a lot of you asking me, where is the next video? I'll be honest with you guys, we've been building, and we've been building fast. It's been exciting. God's been so good. But I finally wanted to bring you guys something that I feel like has been very, very helpful, and I wanted to write this on the whiteboard because it's a lot of content to just be able to memorize. So I wanted to write this out. I actually have it in more of a study guide fashion, and it's 4 points of what blind sides in leadership don't see. 4 points written out. I gave you guys some context with some warning signs. I'm gonna get right into this. So number one, if you're a leader in the organization, this is gonna help you make sure that things are not being disguised and being self-aware about what you might be missing as a leader where you're at. Number two, it's gonna help people that are within a hierarchy to make sure, hey, listen, what kind of leaders are leading me? Number one, impressive upward, invisible downward. Some leaders look exceptional to those above them, but the people below them feel overlooked and unheard. Hey, up top, the hierarchy looks at you, your reports look good, everything looks polished, everything looks to the degree of exactly the way it's supposed to be. But man, if we were to have a conversation with your team, people below you feel invisible. The conversation below the surface is a lot different than it is above the surface. The conversations around the room are not what you think they are. Here's some warning signs for you for this. Number one, high turnover or burnout below. I think we get in these mechanics, especially in sales industry, specifically in the business of finance. Hey, there's this 8% of retention rate, which means 92% of people fail in their first year. I don't think that's always the case. And if we want to lean on that statistic and that's the way you want to run your organization, I think that's very, very dangerous. Having high turnover and burnout is not a normal thing. Number two, fear-driven silence in meetings. Nobody's talking. Why? Because the only thing you do is talk. You're the only one that has the ideas. You're the only one that has something to say. Therefore, people are even scared to have any type of ideas. Blame flows downward, but credit flows upward. Guess what happens when things go wrong? It's the team's fault. Anything that doesn't go our way, you know, well, man, so-and-so's not doing his job and she's not doing her job. But boy, when we win, let me tell you, I want to be the quarterback on that play because I want to make sure that I get the credit. Number four, team avoids you rather than seeks you out. There's a lot of people that I've seen in their organization, they avoid the phone calls of their leaders. Not because they don't want to talk to them, just because they don't like them, because every time a leader calls them, the only conversation is what they're doing wrong. And yes, as leaders, we are supposed to course correct. But you can't be mistaken. If you're gonna course correct, you also have to follow up when the course is corrected to celebrate the victory of them correcting that course. The problem is a lot of leaders, all they do is call their people to say what they have not done. Therefore, you don't have people walk into your office just simply saying, hey, boss, can I talk to you for a second? If you don't have that in your organization, you might double check to make sure that you're not impressive upward and everybody else is invisible downward. Here's a truth bomb for number one. A leader's reputation is revealed by those they supervise, not by those they impress. Your real exposure is gonna come from how your team talks about you. Number two, winning the war, wounding the warriors. Some leaders deliver results, but goals met at the expense of people inevitably become goals regretted. I'm gonna get the results. I'm gonna make sure the job gets done, but whoever gets hurt in this process, I don't really care. This one was really, really triggering for me. For those of you that know where I've came from, I'm gonna give you the warning signs and I'll let you paint this picture for yourself. Number one, no celebration unless it's tied to metrics. We're not gonna celebrate anything. The only thing we're gonna celebrate is when you win on the metrics that's going to tie back to my quota that I need. That's the only time celebration happens. Number two, performance rises, morale plummets. Everything looks good on the numbers charts, but if we were to sit in a room with your people and have dinner with them, the morale would feel very, very different. Number three, team members feel replaceable. Oh boy. Number four, personal lives are treated as distractions. I understand we have these common individuals that'll have their 7th doctor's appointment, or we have the 5th grandma that's passed away. We know these things are real. The problem is if you bring that into every single person you lead, into every relationship that you have with somebody, and you immediately assume, hey, your personal life is a distraction to me. Because if it's not directed to the goal that we're trying to get to, and it's not getting in any sort of fashion in alignment of what we're trying to do as a company, that means it's a distraction. And what happens is you start to make people feel like they're replaceable. Anything that they have that's personal that they need to take care of is not important. So what people start to see is the reality of these leaders only care about me when I'm helping them hit the metric that they need to hit. On a relationship level, they don't really care. This one's extremely dangerous. Probably seen this one the most. Once again, winning the war, winning the warriors. Number 3, compassion without courage. We're now moving to the opposite end of the spectrum. So these are people, once again, super compassionate, but they have no courage. They have no iron fist ability to drive a team or a company to actually win. Here's what I mean. Some leaders do care. They listen, affirm, and encourage, but because they fear conflict, they tolerate mediocrity, they tolerate excuses, and they avoid accountability. This is not a winning culture at all. Everybody probably sits in a circle and they talk about their feelings and everybody seems close, but nobody is making money. So here's the warning signs on here. Number 1, underperformance becomes a new normal. We can walk around and we can point at certain people and we can say, hey, listen, well, they're just learning, and over here, they have some hard things going on within their personal life, and hey, this person, they're still just kind of gaining traction. The problem is you're allowing your team to be an underperforming team, and it's normal to you. Every week you have this minimum threshold that when you barely hit it, you're excited of doing the minimum. You're excited about barely doing what everybody else is doing, or even worse, below what everybody's doing. That's what I mean by it becomes a new normal. Standards shift based on convenience or emotion. The standards are only placed where you feel like placing them. You come in on a Monday, you come in on a Tuesday, maybe it's time for a hard conversation on a Friday, and you know what, you're not really feeling like it. Or man, you know what, they already seem kind of down. I'm not sure if I really want to talk to them about performance. So what happens is it's based on convenience or emotion of either you or the other person. Top performers feel punished while low performers get attention. Oh, let's talk about this for a second. Isn't it crazy how people in organizations, the people that have been there the longest, the people that have done the most, we talk about attrition rates within companies, and we're gonna spend more time with people and energy on people that haven't done anything for the organization or anything for the company or anything for the team. Those are the people that get our energy, our attention, and our focus. While the people that are top performing, while the people that have put in the work, while the people that have seniority, that have been through the thick and thin with you, they get minimal attention. That seems a little backwards, doesn't it? Conflict avoidance is disguised as grace. You feel like you're giving people grace all because you don't want to deal with conflict. Therefore, your standards are all going to be based on your level of toleration. So if your standards are mediocre, well, then that's why everybody on your team is going to be mediocre. And you feel like you're giving people grace, but the reality is you're not being a leader in setting the threshold and standard of the team. Here's a truth bomb for you guys on this one. Love without challenge isn't leadership. It's abandonment with a smile. Let that one soak. Number 4, when control becomes a cage. Some leaders believe no one can do it better, so they hover, correct, and restrict. It's this cage that everybody's in, and no one's ever gonna be able to do it better than you. Therefore, you can never let go, right? Because, man, I'm the leader, I'm the best at it, I'm gonna have to do it, or we're not gonna get the results that we wanna get. Here's the warning signs of when control becomes a cage in the organization. Number 1, delegation becomes task dumping, not empowerment. Hey, I need you to do just the little things. I need you to just do the things that, listen, you can't mess these up, so go ahead and do these. And I'm not gonna empower anybody to do anything because I'm the only one that can do it. Teams wait for permission instead of taking initiative. This reminded me a lot of, you see parenting in that toddler stage of some toddlers, before they do anything, they're looking back at the parent, right? Before they go to the bathroom, they're looking back at the parent. And it's because they haven't had the permission to take initiative, because every little thing that they do, they get scolded for it. Therefore, they're scared to take any action. And this is what happens with teams. Any type of initiative, any type of idea, hey, if it's not my idea, it's not a good idea. So people are scared to be innovative. They're scared to initiate any type of action. Your control has become a cage for them. Projects and movements stalls because only one person is allowed to decide, and you're that person. Therefore, is there things that leaders should decide and say yes and no to? Absolutely. But if you don't empower the people around you, you're never going to be able to grow. You will be the capacity of your team. That becomes a problem. You're actually going to get exhausted, burn out, and then you're not going to grow to the levels that you're trying to grow to. Creativity shrinks due to it being under constant supervision. So creativity, meaning once again, the innovation piece. No one's gonna want to move forward to help with anything because anything that they've brought to the table has been scolded. It's been diminished. It's really been crapped on because they're like, dude, listen, any kind of idea like that, it wasn't my idea, therefore it doesn't make any sense. Here's the truth bomb for the control piece. You can have total growth and total control, but you can't have both. You gotta have one or the other, and I rather have growth than control. Here's some solutions for you guys too for the blind spots. I don't wanna leave you guys on a cliffhanger and just paint you problems. I wanted to give you some solutions to help you out too as well. So here's the solutions. Number one, ask for truth, not comfort. Invite feedback with teeth, not politeness. Some of you have never done this before, and this is a hard task to do. Get a survey from your team. Have some sort of survey where they don't have to put their names on things, or just get feedback if you're already not getting that from your people. If you can't sit in a room and people are not willing to be truthful with you about your leadership, they already don't feel comfortable. Therefore, you're not gonna get the legitimate answers. So when you can somehow get real truth and not comfort, this one's gonna hurt. Some of you leaders, I'm telling you, this is gonna hurt you bad. Because what is it gonna do? Well, it's gonna expose blind spots, because you can't do a self-awareness check on you and how you lead, because in our eyes, right, like, hey, we're leading perfectly. There's nothing wrong with me. Again, it's a blind spot because you can't see it, but other people can. Number two, measure health, not just outcomes. Why? Because burnout, turnover, and silence are metrics too. I don't think I need to explain that one. We'll let that one just sit for a minute. Confront problems early. We want clarity, consistency, and compassion. Accountability is an act of belief, not punishment. Accountability is saying, hey, I believe in the culture, I believe in the vision, and I believe in you so much that I gotta make sure that we're doing what we need to do, even if you're not doing it right now. I'm gonna coach you in that right direction. Accountability, to a lot of people, they're scared to do it because, like it said here, it feels like punishment, when the reality, it's a belief of what we feel like the standard should be in this organization. And if you wanna hold the standard, if you wanna look at some of the teams that win and the people that win, that standard's been held very, very high. Number four, replace ownership killing systems with trust building ones. Delegate authority, not tasks. I thought these things were so important to bring to either a new leader, somebody that's been leading, or somebody in an organization that's questioning whether or not, is this the right place for me? And I've been looking at the leadership and I've been a little bit skeptical. Lead with these 4 points and start gauging whether or not this is the right place. Start gauging whether or not, are you leading in the right way? These things were burning to me in my chest, and this is why I'm giving these to you guys. If we're not evaluating, studying, and getting the truth of the concepts and the way that we're leading, we're never gonna know the direction that we're going. I hope this helped you guys out.